Mick Schumacher has had a far from ideal start for his first Formula One season. He could not score even a single point in 23 races in 2021. Not only has his bad luck continued this season, but also he had some terrible crashes, which has ticked off his team's boss, who seemed to have had enough of his costly crashes. Mick has been under the radar of different teams for quite some time, primarily because of his father, Micheal Schumacher, one of the greatest F1 drivers of all time. He started his career in lower leagues and gave brilliant performances in F3 and F2, which heightened everyone's expectations from him. However, his stars have not aligned so far in F1, despite having the support of Ferrari. While driving for the US-owned Haas since last year, he has not had much success and has proved very costly for them. In this video, we will find out how costly his crashes have been for the team, the concerns of his team's boss and former drivers about his future in F1, and his contract with Haas, which looks to be in jeopardy. Yet to score a single point in his F1 career, Mick Schumacher has not failed to give his team some costly crashes. Out of the 9 races this season, Mick has crashed the VF18 car 2 times. First during qualifying race at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, where he ended up scoring yet again no points. And second during the race at the Monaco Grand Prix, where he hit the car in the barrier, splitting it in 2 pieces. Both of his crashes are estimated to cost the team around $2 million, not something a small team like Haas would want to incur. Because of his crash in the qualifying race, Haas only fielded 1 car in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Commenting on the crash to Autosport, Haas team boss Gunther Steiner was upset about the team's budget and did not criticise Mick publicly, and he said, "In a racing team, you never can stick to your budget like in normal commercial business because you have this risk. You have got obviously a contingency there. But if you have 2 or 3 like this, pretty quick your contingency is not there anymore. It's a loss, so you just need to manage. Obviously, I hope we don't have a lot more of them." That was what Steiner hoped for. His hopes, however, were shattered again at the Monaco Grand Prix. Mick Schumacher was involved in a terrible crash on lap 29 as he spun a few times and ended up hitting the barrier, dismantling his car completely. As a precautionary measure, he was taken to a medical centre, but fortunately he was conscious and sustained no injury. After the crash at Monaco, Gunther Steiner publicly criticised the 23-year-old German, and he did not hide his feelings and even showed concerns about his future in the team. And he said, "With Mick, we obviously saw what happened. It's not very satisfactory having a big crash again. We need to see how we move forward from here. It's just not possible to continue like this." Haas has not extended Mick's contract, and these comments from team's boss are not very reassuring. Speaking about his conversation with Mick, Steiner said, "We spoke about it, but I didn't go into explaining him how much or how I need to run the team. He reads what you guys write, so he comes to me and asks, 'Is it really this amount of money?' I said I don't know because I haven't said it. So, it's an estimation, but yes, it is this amount of money." Team Haas felt the hit to their pockets as the budget cap is already a growing concern for all the teams this season due to rising inflation. These crashes are going to impact the team's budgetary allocation, and what could have been allocated to improve the car's performance moving forward in the season would now be used to cover the cost of the crash. Talking about the effect on budget of such crashes, Steiner said, "The budget is the problem. This is never a good thing to add, and the additional problem we have got now is just the speed to keep up. To make parts is getting more and more difficult. And Dallara, they work day and night, just that we have spares here so we can keep on going." The money isn't always an issue because you have to pay, but actually the issue was to have enough parts made because the production can't do so much. Judging by his comments, he did have a serious discussion with Mick and about the costs of the crashes, as one more of it could really hurt both the team and Mick's fledgling career. Also, these mistakes tend to shed light on areas which otherwise may have been ignored. Mick Schumacher was supported during the 2021 season because the car was not very competitive, and he also outperformed his teammate Nikita Mazepin. But in the 2022 season, despite having an improved car, Mick has been unable to score any points for his team, and he is being outperformed by his teammate, Kevin Magnussen, who has scored 15 points for his team with the same car. The critique is not only coming from his team's boss, but also from his supporters. After the Monaco crash, his uncle, Ralf Schumacher, was critical of him and told Sky Deutschland other drivers went past that point without any problems, but not him. At first, I think he hit the guardrail and got a slow puncher, but he just went offline, and that's a mistake you can't afford to make. Not only was his whole race ruined, but a badly damaged car like that also has budgetary consequences for the team. Mick has to learn that such mistakes shouldn't happen, no question about it, Schumacher added. Christian Danner, Formula F1 driver, expressed his opinion on the potential impact of Mick's crashes on his career. Haas team was supposed to be a place for him to learn and show to the world that he can perform well in F1, so that he would be called to drive for Ferrari a few years from now. And he is already a member of Ferrari Driver Academy, and Ferrari's boss expects the same from him. Talking to Sport 1, Danner said, "Mick is a good driver, but if you regularly wreck your car and are a second slower than your teammate, you're not very attractive to the teams. It was high time for that. The boss is allowed to say, 'Now stop crashing,' because it keeps happening." The relationship between Gunther Steiner and Mick Schumacher seems to be going sideways, as was the case with Mick's car in Monaco. After 31 races, he still awaits his first points in his Formula One career. No doubt, he has performed remarkably well in F2 and F3, but so far he has not been able to translate them into F1. His crashes and failure to outperform his teammate are now raising the eyebrows of people inside and outside the team. His performance in the qualifying race for the Canadian Grand Prix was applauded as he qualified for the 6th position. Unfortunately, he failed once again to convert his good start into points because his car stopped and he had to retire from the race. Will Mick's bad luck continue, or will he be able to turn such glimpses into meaningful performances for his team? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. That's it for today. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.